This technique is typically used to control balls that are coming from high in the air, and the top of your foot provides a nice flat surface to cushion the ball. When the ball is to the side of you, at an awkward height, lift your foot up behind you and use the outside of your foot to control the ball. Inside of foot. The inside of your foot is often used to control balls that come at a flatter angle. Underside of foot. If you want to keep the ball as close to you as possible, use the underside of your foot to stop the ball right as it hits the ground. Chest. The chest is used to control balls that are too high for your lower body. As the ball hits you, move your body backward to soften the impact. Chest pass. Sometimes the best option to control the ball is a one-touch pass. As the ball hits your chest, quickly move one shoulder in the direction you want to pass the ball. Head. For balls that are too high for your chest, use your forehead to cushion the ball. Thigh. Traditionally used to control longer and higher passes, the thigh provides extra cushion for the ball, making it one of the easier techniques. Outside of foot. Hit the ball with the outside of your foot right as the ball impacts the ground. This will surprise your opponent and take you in a new direction. Turn touch. When a ball is coming from high in the air and you want to turn directly behind you with your first touch, let the ball hit the top of your foot when you're in the middle of turning, lightly touching the ball out in front of you. Over the shoulder. When you're running onto a pass that's coming from behind, in the air, and is going to drop in front of you, keep your eye on the ball the entire time. Then, leap majestically and use the top of your foot to control the ball before it bounces. Pulling your foot back toward your body, right as the ball hits your foot. This technique is most useful when the ball is falling at an extremely vertical angle, and you want to control the ball close to you. Scissor control. When a ball is going to drop a little too far to one side of you, jump with your plant leg to adjust your body position, then control the ball with the top of your other foot. Juggle control. When a defender's tight to you, and your first touch pops up in the air, quickly juggle the ball 1 or 2 times, moving the ball to the side of the defender. And now, you've created a little space for a shot or cross that will be difficult to block, since the ball is a few feet in the air. Over the shoulder half volley control. When a ball is coming over your shoulder, but you want to take your touch behind you, turn your foot and use the top outside edge of your foot to touch the ball just after it hits the ground, touching the ball back behind you. Outside of foot. When you're making a run, but the ball is coming just slightly behind you, at an awkward height, lift your leg to the side and let the ball hit the outside edge of your foot. This will allow you to control the ball without breaking stride. Slide control. When the ball is going out of play and there's no way you're going to be fast enough to get there, bend your knee and slide on the outside of that leg to reach the ball. Cruyff control. When the ball is coming in the air and it's going to drop to the side of you, bring one foot forward, then use the inside of your other foot to hit the ball behind your leg, striking the ball just after it hits the ground. Behind the leg. When you're receiving a pass in the air, bring your strong foot behind your leg, then use the inside of that foot to control the ball. Heel control. When you're making a run, sometimes you'll receive a pass that's behind you and is going to hit the back of your legs. When this happens, you can lift your foot behind you and use your heel to flick the ball forward. Back control. When you're making a run, but the ball is falling behind you, you can use your back to cushion the ball before going a different direction. It's easier if you use the upper part of your back to control the ball. Touch turn. When a defender is following you closely, a simple control may make it easy for them to steal the ball. Instead, as the pass comes toward you, angle your foot and use the outside of your boot to flick the ball around the defender. This is a great skill if you're dealing with strong or physical defenders. Rather than trying to hold them off, you can touch the ball away and be gone before they can hit you. Behind the leg. When a defender is behind you and you're receiving a pass, let the ball roll to your back foot. Then, use the inside of that same foot to touch the ball behind your leg and away from your opponent. When you do the behind the leg, make sure you have a little space between yourself and the defender. That way, they won't be able to reach in and get the ball. Fake and touch. When you receive a pass, you typically take your first touch straight out in front of you. The problem is, oftentimes a defender is closing you down quickly. So if you take your first touch in front of you, the defender can steal the ball. To solve this problem, take a step toward the incoming pass, faking as if you were going to take a touch back toward your teammate. Then, let the ball roll across your body. Finally, use the inside of your foot to touch the ball past the defender. This is a good option when a defender is moving quickly, because when you do the fake, the defender's momentum will take them one direction, while you take your touch the other way. Chest touch. When you control a long pass on your chest, you typically try to keep the ball close to you. Sometimes, though, you don't have much space, and a basic control will make it easy for a defender to steal the ball. In this situation, rather than leaning backward to cushion the ball, lean forward and use your chest to touch the ball past the defender into space. When you chest the ball, take your touch across the defender. Now, the defender is behind you, making it almost impossible for them to get back and defend. Sombrero. When a ball bounces up, and when a defender is following you closely, surprise your opponent by using the top of your toes to quickly flick the ball over your head and past the defender. Then turn and get the ball on the other side.